Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. We have quite the haul here from Ulta. I'm calling this like a retail therapy, maybe some bad decisions were made type of haul. And here's the deal, I was only one Grape-A-Rita in when this happened. It was the Thursday night after Tyler had been away in Vegas for 3 days and he was getting back. He was at that legal conference. I was on the couch, I'd worked on this video. There was a massive bug in the house that Cupcake killed. If you want full coverage of this whole situation, you can watch the vlog where this happened. And in the midst of all that activity, I may have gotten on Ulta's website and I got some things that I really wanted to try, but I also ended up with some things that they're questionable. They're really questionable. I'm gonna start out with something sensible that was more of a legit need. I got some of this Duo brush-on strip lash adhesive. I haven't been like insanely proud of my Kiss strip lash adhesive, the one that says with aloe on the tube. It's okay, it gets the job done, but I'm just kind of wondering, is there something better, stronger out there? So I believe I have used this Duo at some point before, but now I'm really ready to, you know, make that comparison. I got some pore strips. The practical justification here is that I feel like I've had a lot of breakouts around like the crease of my nose. Like, you know, my little nostril bump here. What do we call those? Just, I guess they're just nostrils. Back in there, I feel like I've gotten some breakouts and I've just like, without makeup on, looking up really close at my face, I'm like, I'm seeing a lot of things on the nasal region. And I thought, what targets that area better than a pore strip? You know, a pore strip is a very like, potentially satisfying experience, you know, when the pore strip comes off, you feel like, man, work has been done here. And so I got some freaking pore strips, but the fun side of this would be that I got zebra print ones. There's 8 of them, they're limited edition, and it says tame your wildest pores. Okay, these looked so cute. I think they were only maybe $1 or $2 a piece, and I got these for my girls. So I guess this might actually come under the category of a selfless purchase, but look at these cute little strawberry sponges. Oh, they're so cute. They say Sweet and Shimmer Bath Sponge. I really don't know how I even stumbled across these. Usually I'm looking at like the new makeup section or the new skincare section of Ulta, and these caught my eye somehow, some way. But they always like take baths together. You know, when you got 2 little kids, you can just lump bath time all into one lovely experience. So I thought they could each have their own strawberry sponge. They don't smell like strawberries. I'm glad I got those, really. There's one thing that's really kind of silly out of this whole haul, and I think I'm gonna save that for last. I'm gonna make that be the cherry on top of this haul. Here's something I got that I'd really wanted to try. It's the Milani Make It Dewy Setting Spray. I am wearing that today a little bit. I think I'll put on a little more. I noticed instant results from this, like with just a few sprays. Somebody told me not to try this when I think it was around the time that I was really testing Make It Last, which that one I've had really good results with. I think it does work well. But I noticed a lot of people weren't really raving about the Make It Dewy, but if you want to look dewy, like maybe if you've got a dry skin issue and you really want to finish your look off with a super dewy look, I think it works. But I'm wondering if my skin type is like changing. And here's the deal. If you start drinking a heck of a lot more water, like I'm drinking a lot of water every day, and I think that's great for me. But I'm wondering if my skin is becoming more oily as a result. I mean, maybe we want to call it hydrated, but like I swear my T-zone is oilier than it had been before my whole water drinking initiative. Has anybody noticed their skin type changing as a result of a lot more hydration? Maybe my point here is that I'm not so sure I need this Make It Dewy, but I'm glad I finally tried it because I do think it's kind of an instant dewy result. I don't think I would need to overuse this, or wouldn't want to overuse it, because you can really see your skin taking on that dewy appearance immediately. But another setting spray, several setting sprays that I love are those Smashbox ones in the fun new scents. Like the citrus and the greens and the coconut, those are good. Speaking of coconuts, I got a little Kopari coconut melt. I had been meaning to get this. I wanted to get it during like the 21 Days of Beauty event and I forgot. But this is just a little size and I thought it might be good also to take on vacation because we're going to be vacationing very soon. I thought it might just work nicely as a body moisturizer moisturizer. I could use it on the kids as well. Organic coconut oil, hydration from head to toe, it says. So let me know if you've tried this, if you like it, or if you should just stick to a big old jar of coconut oil. Let's talk about this, the Weekend Festival palette. I was obviously in kind of a fun mood when I did this haul, and so I went for a fun eyeshadow palette. I looked at this and my initial reaction was no. At a glance, just kind of scrolling past the website, I thought it's not necessary. And now that I have it, I think this is really fun and actually very top quality. So I did a look with it today. Let me show you. I used this shade called Ultimate. That's kind of like my little pop right here. I've got a lot of this warm brown in my crease and some of this shade and this shade too. So they've got like some really good mattes, bright mattes mixed in with the bright shimmers. So sometimes in palettes, like I think brands feel like their statement shades have to have some kind of a shimmer or metallic finish. And I love that they realize that some statement shades here could be matte and would end up offering a ton of variety to this palette in that finish. But they gave a nice dark brown here. And this really reinforces my point, the way I did my look today, for why I like having a deep matte in a palette, at least one. It's not so I can make like some really dark fall and winter look out of something. It's simply to allow those shimmers to absolutely sing. I mean, look at that blue. Look at that bluish aqua shade happening right there. And because I took that brown and I kind of like worked it in and overlapped it, I feel like that blue is really able to shine. And I took some brown on the lower lash line also. I mean, it's just part of the frustration is, you know, these palettes, this is a 5, 10, 15, 20 color eye palette. And, you know, they should have included something dark and matte, but there are a lot of palettes that are this size and it's like, can't you make room for just something that would give it utmost versatility? Just a thought. But I'm enjoying this. I'm loving this matte purpley shade over here. The other day I used some of Solstice, which looks like it might even be chunky shiny, you know, but that's a really pretty rose. So far, all I can say is nothing but success with this guy here. And it's fun and it gives you options. And if you don't want to spend like a ton of money on a bright eye palette, this is good. This is really good. Then I got a very earthy eyeshadow palette that I'd been wanting. So I guess you might call this a practical purchase because I'd had my eye on this for a long time, but it wasn't in stock. And it's one of these Makeup Revolution palettes that's packaged this way. The other one that I had used in a video is the one that kind of looks modern Renaissance-y with the color scheme, and this one sort of looks like Anastasia Subculture to me. And I'm sure in some videos this has been pointed out as such, but I really like that color scheme. I wanted to try it for myself, that kind of grungy olives, some warmth in there as well. And these palettes are only $7. I challenge you to find me a better deal for that quality and that amount of eyeshadow. Another couple of eyeshadow quads that I really didn't need. Like these shades are no doubt in this palette. Like, yes, there's some purples, yes, there's some teals, but I went for these LA Girl quads because I have a couple and I think they're really nice. And so I got the purple one called Glamorize and this one called Tranquilize. Tranquilize. I think they meant to play off the thought of these being like tranquil tones, but actually tranquilizing something is a whole other situation. But this is what those look like, all popped open for you to enjoy. There's a little sheen in darn near everything in this one, but this seems to have like 3 mattes and 1 shimmer. The shimmer isn't like intense in all of these, but it's there. But really smooth and pretty. I'm excited to do some kind of lilac-y, lavender, like lighter toned purpley looks that aren't so deep and plummy. I think those are gonna be fun. Bringing back the quads. I got this Frank Body lip tint and it says send nudes and there is no joke, a little butt. Are you seeing the butt there? Honestly, nothing says frivolous retail therapy haul like lip balms bought by a girl who needs 0 lip balms. The shade says send nudes, go taupless, babe. Only tested on babes. Okay, babe. I'm getting a little turned off by this product just from the description, but the box says coffee-based skincare and it says take a tint. This one's the perfect better than regular lips color. Dab on lips for a soft sheen. I am wearing this and it's honestly very, very sheer and it's also really thick. Like I have to squeeze really hard to get it out of the tube, but shearing it out here on my hand See how there is just this kind of a peachy nude sheen. The texture is nice. It's not like unbearably thick once it kind of melts down and works into your lips. It actually feels really good, but I did feel the need to step up the color being offered just with a little bit of a nude lip liner. This is the L'Oreal Color Riche Matte in Mastermind. Like the color just needed a little more strength, you know, for me. Maybe not on a daily basis. Like if I'm just going for natural, barely there makeup, I just leave it at this. But with this kind of eye look, I just needed a bit more balance. You know, I needed more of a structured lip. The scent on it is nice. It's kind of lightly fruity, but nothing too over the top. But I remembered seeing it online thinking there's a little butt on there. Like, I don't know. I wanted to experiment with the brand. Here's another situation where I got something and this one has a goat on it. This is the Dionys or Dionys Goat Milk Skincare, and it says coconut cream. And let's be honest, I got this partially for the fact that it said coconut cream, partially for the fact that it had a goat on it. Paraben-free, cruelty-free, dermatologist tested, made in the USA. It smells fantastic. They nailed a soft coconut scent there so well. Oh, it's good. It really doesn't make me think like fake suntan oil kind of scent. It makes me think of actual coconut. And I was wearing this yesterday and it was so smooth, like it just felt like a good classic lip balm, like the proper amount of slip, the proper amount of moisture. This brand has been around apparently since 1982, but now they're in Ulta. They're putting out their little goat lip balms and I am here for it. Here is another lip product I got. This is from Julep, and as you guys know, I have had some great results with certain lip products from Julep. I'm thinking about their matte liquid lip colors that go on so well. They have like the perfect applicator. And I noticed they had something new called Whey Butter Hydrating Lip Sheer. So it says luxurious texture with a hint of color. So it's going to be a more lightweight sheer lip product, but I got it in more of an out there kind of shade. I got it in the color Dahlia. So let's focus on the packaging for a moment. Really pretty, kind of deep, sort of a gunmetal color, which a lot of their products have, and I love that. But the top, it's magnetic closure, and look what happens. Oh no, I don't want to close that way. Bam, bam, bam. It's satisfying. I know you think it's satisfying too. Okay, so we've got a stick here, and it was really soft when I first opened it up. Like somehow the stick had come off a bit and sort of stuck to the top, so it looks a bit compromised right there at that end. But it's a really pretty color, and now picture that sheer on the lips. I'll do a swatch here for you. It's like a sort of a pink orchid mix. It's a nice soft color like that. And it does feel awesome. Like it's thicker. It's thicker definitely than like this lip balm, for example. So my lips feel really nicely moisturized when I've got that on. I mean, staying power is not amazing, but in terms of the spectrum of lip balms, for the thickness that this has, I would say it's better than most in terms of hanging on a decently long time on the lips. Everybody's different. It depends on your activity level, how much are you eating and drinking, stuff like that. Everybody's wear down situation is going to be different, but as compared to a standard lip balm, this lasts longer. Now, two more lip things that I got here are from LA Girl, and they are called the Lipify Stylo One Swipe Intense Creamy Color. So I got the shades Honeymoon and Brave. So one is kind of your mauve-y, sort of, you know, just classic pinky mauve. The other is kind of that watermelony poppy color. And here's the deal with these. I love that they're a slim stick lipstick. I just really like that format. I think it's easy to apply. I just love the control that you have. And here's a swatch of each shade. They have like a little bit of shine coming off of them. I feel like they look kind of matte there on my hand, but they're kind of like a cream lipstick is the best comparison. But here's the deal. And they put a note about this on the back, non-retractable tip. Why would they make it that way? Like, why wouldn't they let you kind of, you know, go beyond and then twist it back down kind of like a normal lipstick? Like, what's the advantage to that? Maybe some of you know. I'm legitimately asking. There's one more makeup-y thing here that I got, and it's from Becca, and it's the Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. So this is that powder that's supposed to feel kind of like almost like water going on, very cooling sensation. So you take off the cap and it says, keep me closed to keep me cool. So we've got a sub cap here. And I put this on today. I didn't bake with it or anything. I mean, I don't think it's really that kind of a situation here. There's a little mesh like net, very stretchy, and some product's gonna come out through there, just a little sifter. But when this comes in contact with the skin, it does feel cooling on contact. Now, a product that I tried like this, these lip colors from Mally, does anybody remember when I was talking about those lip powders and you put them on your lips and they go from like a powder to a cream almost? This, I don't sense that it's actually changing texture that much, but somehow it is feeling cooling and it's becoming somehow less powdery, although I don't think it's 100% turning into a cream or anything like that. Like, it can be swept across the skin with a powder brush. I didn't notice any real transformation in my look, I guess. I felt like it was an experience that felt cool to brush it on, but just to look at my skin after I'd put it on, it didn't look like I had really perfected my skin a whole lot more, amped up my coverage or anything like that. I'm really curious to hear your feedback on this product if you've tried it, but I did bake my under eye area with my Maybelline Fit Me today, and then I used this stuff everywhere else. I'm not really sure what to say about this. I think I'm gonna just need to use it more and just kind of hone in on what its best purpose is for me, but it was an interesting experience to put it on. I just don't know that it actually improved my look any. And then, guys, the last thing. I got this. I thought this was really cute. Okay, and I do plan to start taking more baths. So this is the Peach Sangria Bath Fizzers in here, these little cubes, and it's in a fun little cup that says cheers to the weekend. I can tell even without unwrapping this that they smell awesome. But why did that grab me? That just, I saw it and I just thought, yes. I'm not normally buying a lot of like bath and body stuff these days, but it just instantly spoke to me. I'll try it and I'll let you guys know if these bath fizzers are really good and if the cup is really awesome too. And maybe you want to pick this up as a Mother's Day gift or something. But yeah, guys, that is my retail therapy haul filled with some practical purchases and some questionable decisions. What am I most excited about here? I really am digging this BH Festival palette. I can't wait to put on a zebra print pore strip. That Julep with the magnetic closure. Oh, dear Lord, I hope next time I'm in a waiting room, I've got this in my hand. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye.